Okay, guys, I'm back. So, um, again, that speaks my mind on the fear factor on whether it to be afraid if it will be hitting a price or whatnot. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not sitting here saying that it will be, going to 50 or 100,000 or whatever. I mean, again, it could go to possibly anything if everyone is holding. That's the key. They can always, that whole divide and conquer theory, and saying it's the more you the more people on board, the more that we are all connected and on the same page and holding together. um, they can't do much. Literally, they can't do much. I mean, what's worst case scenario? Again, that worst case is always worst case. I can't even think, and I don't like to think exactly that way. I just think, what's the worst case scenario, and would it be possible? I mean, anything is possible, but the likability of that happening is, it's like, again, they have more to lose than we do. We get our initial investments out, then we have nothing to lose, and we're holding majority, if not a whole float, over and over again. um, we hold it hostage, and then they screw everybody over. Guess what? Everybody leaves. Who hurts here? The market, the economy, not us. But we make a loud statement that way, saying that, hey, we're not the ones to be screwed over. Okay, you played, you put your hand in that cookie jar, and it was all completely bitten off. But if we let them put it in and get it out and take what they want, then just best believe that, um, nothing like this movement again will occur again, because the next ones, they're going to be all manipulated or cheated through, and um, no one is going to be around, because already after this play, as far as I know, a big percentage of the community is leaving the market behind regardless, because a lot of people are using this as a lottery ticket anyways. So if if no one get out, they can't get out. They're gonna have to let everyone, uh, keep everyone in. It's just hands down. Like, whether the government can print money, well, guess what? You've seen how they've been printing stimulus money left and right. They didn't get that. They had it. The economy's been terrible regardless for the last 6 years. Yet they've been printing more and more and more. And yeah, we are going to inflation. That's going to be like, for the next 3, 4, 5, maybe even 10 years, of really high interest rates and everything. Um, I guess unless we go into the Ukraine, or take on some other Middle Eastern country or something that has a lot of oil or some shit, and you know resources will be revamped, and somehow the liquidity in the market becomes, very, very feasible, or very, very, very liquid again. So again, we're not going to get into politics, guys, but again, no financial advice. But as far as the idea of it hitting certain numbers or whatnot, well, any number is possible. Shit, it could hit $50 and drop if everyone chooses that $50 is the limit, and they all drop, and all the hedge funds drop and whatever. I mean, again, this is just hypothetically speaking. I mean, it is what it is. If everyone today, and I'm not speaking no bull crap, I'm speaking, valid common sense. If everything drops at, a certain price, like if everyone chooses to sell at, 40 or at 50 or at 60 or whatever number, then that number will be the limit. That will be the ceiling. I'm not saying any FUD or anything new. That's just common sense. If everybody chooses that it's 20,000, then it's 20,000. That's the ceiling. If everybody chooses 100,000, then it's 100,000. That's the ceiling. If they can't make it happen, then of course it will go legal. Uh, but it'll be a very tough position, because you're talking about possible uprisings, because you're talking about millions of people, more than 10 million just in AMC alone. All the other meme stocks, yeah, yeah. Don't let this fear thing idea get you guys. Don't be afraid. Please, just have your strategy, your brackets, however way you want to do it. I already mentioned the ways that I will do it and how I'll go about it. That's just me. Um, if it suits you, suits you. If it doesn't suit you, it doesn't suit you. Again, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just entertaining you guys right now and telling you what my thoughts are. Sorry if it's not. And will uh, here's a very big thing that no one also is talking about. Well, everybody thinks that when we get out of this, it's going to be AMC and GameStop at the same time. I don't know why just them two and then the others are not. Again, I've mentioned in the last video and the videos before that all of them will go at the same time because they don't want anything else jumping off after, because they don't want to go from one hole to another hole to a bigger hole to a damp, finally into a grave. So here's the the very tough thing to expect. If they let all the meme stocks go at the same time, then it's a no-brainer. The very next thing that they're going to try to manipulate will be the cryptos, because they'll be dumping them heavy so that they can get a lot of money from there. They'll deplete it, but then they will dump them extra. I personally think they will drop them extra historically. It's just simply because they want people to be afraid. It won't work on everybody. It won't work on me, but I think that they will drop it extra historical because they want everybody to be afraid to not jump into that realm, because that realm is the future. Now, here's the thing. The game might be with all these cryptos, and I think that new war will be in the crypto realm, and I think that all the small cryptos will be eventually in due time. I think this is what I'm thinking, hypothetically speaking here. I think that all the small cryptos that don't have a particular use, and depending on how they react to it and what regulations they pass in the near future, that could automatically just, vanquish many of these cryptos as is. And the crazy thing is that there's no need to delist or none of that stuff or anything. Once it goes bye-bye, there's no going to get FDIC or whatever. You see that big letter, wording in that paragraph saying this is not something insured, this is not FDIC insured, this is not even godly insured. So I can see that. Why would I see something like, I see it along the realm of just a few coins being utilized and being useful and being used still, but the rest I think will be completely vanquished, and then that's the absolute way that they will be making a lot of money. So when you go to the crypto realm after this, I'm assuming that it's going to be like walking through a landmine. You don't know which is which, and you could step on one that could just blow you away. So watch out. That's just speaking too forward ahead. However, win this play. My main concern here is that I don't want anyone to be selling out of fear or the idea of the uncertainty of what number it will go to. No one knows how it will kick off. I mean, they can let this thing go to whatever number and then try to drop it again and prolong this thing again until the new IEX system is completely throughout all the markets. I personally think that they probably made enough money to withstand all these new SEC regulations. And they did this, personally, I hope I'm wrong, personally think that they did this so they can make it seem in public that they are doing their job. They've done everything you could ask of them. They passed so many regulations, and then guess what? Where are the margin calls? Maybe they've made enough money in the pursuit of doing so. And now the hedge funds are not, yeah, sure, the new rules are implemented, but there's no hedge fund, there's no margin calls. I don't know why everyone is so high on that. I mean, it's better than before, but I won't be shocked if nothing comes out of this and they prolong it longer, only in the pursuit of me winning even more and more, because when all these rules are being passed, guys, you know what most people are doing? They're going to play a lot of crazy options. And in doing so, that's how they can set up a perfect trap that you just don't see coming. If you're holding your shares, you're holding your shares. There's nothing that can affect you except them trying to demoralize you. That's it. But that should only make you want to get them so badly even more. So, again, guys, I'm going to finish this around here. This is the most important thing. So, I'm just putting so many thoughts out in the air. I know. Try to take only the most important things, like I was saying, which is don't sell out of fear and don't be scared. At the end of the day, you're you should have that sense of relief, because you're not like others in other stocks that are not like that, don't have a huge group and following, and you're in the mass. So therefore, it's easy to pick you if you are a part in some other weird play, like PLT or whatever. But in this, they can't just slaughter everyone. They slaughter themselves if they do so. So much love, guys. I'll go back to my hookah, and if you have any questions, please like and subscribe to the channel. If you have any questions, put them in the comment section. And if there's anything you think I should be looking at, or a different theory or anything, let me know. I have a lot, again, to share. I just don't know where to start most of the time. So I'm taking them one topic at a time. Much love.